We've got the brand new Kia Sorento and the new Mitsubishi Outlander. They're battling it out in our comparison today.
They're both kind of in the compact class of SUV. They come standard with 3 rows of seats, and both of them have 4-cylinder engines. So let's get into it. The Kia Sorento comes with 2 engines, a 2.5-liter 4-cylinder and an 8-speed automatic transmission, 191 horsepower and 182 pound-feet of torque. This engine is only available on the 2 bottom trims. Now, most people will opt for the 2.5-liter 4-cylinder turbocharged version, which replaces the old V6. It has 281 horsepower and 311 pound-feet of torque, also with an 8-speed wet dual-clutch transmission.
The Mitsubishi Outlander has a 2.5-liter 4-cylinder engine matched with a CVT with super all-wheel control. It has 181 horsepower and 181 pound-feet of torque. The Outlander also offers a PHEV. The 2021 model comes with a more powerful 2.4-liter 4-cylinder engine plus more battery capacity. This new 2022 model will have a PHEV available next year as a 2023 model if you're interested.
Now, both of these brands ditched the V6.
Yeah.
And they've gone to 4-cylinders. And you know what? They can get a lot out of a 4-cylinder. The biggest difference for me, I think, Andrea, is one comes with a CVT and one comes with a regular automatic.
Yes.
But that being said, I think the Outlander, the updated CVT that they're using, does do a good job.
Yeah, I'm impressed with the CVT. We saw it in the Nissan Rogue as well. It's a big improvement from the previous Nissan Rogue CVT. So I'm a little bit impressed. And where you're going to see the difference is in fuel economy, which we'll get to later on.
Now, the nice thing is that the Kia does offer a more powerful engine. It is the turbocharged engine, and it is the one that I would choose. It does handle very well. It has good get up and go out of the pocket. However, passing on the highway, it seems to run out of breath a little bit. It isn't as powerful as the numbers show. It says 281 horsepower. It doesn't feel like it has 281 horsepower.
The Mitsubishi Outlander has plenty of power in the city, but going up a hill, you certainly hear the engine working a bit harder. On the highway, it has a smooth and comfortable drive. I didn't find passing other cars to be a problem power-wise, but it doesn't have that torque that you feel in the Sorento Turbo. The Outlander has improved handling, enhanced agility, and lighter weight, which contributes to better fuel economy. It now has larger brakes and calipers to provide less driver effort and more of a performance feel.
So I was really impressed with the Sorento and the way it drove, meaning it was quiet and smooth and comfortable. And then we're going to get to the interior in a moment because I think that was a bit of a showstopper for that vehicle. But you know what? I think it does a good job. The Turbo doesn't deliver the punch you're expecting. It makes it better, but it isn't a performance vehicle.
No, I was a little bit surprised about that, especially on the highway. Now, obviously, this Outlander has a lot less power. But
it does a good job.
It does a great job, and I felt like in the city it was plenty for me. The Kia Sorento has a boxy, rugged look to it, very different from the previous model. Some say it has a very domestic-looking exterior like the Ford Explorer or the Dodge Journey, although the front grille is all Kia with a tiger face design. The Sorento comes standard with LED headlights and 17-inch wheels, but 18 to 20-inch wheels are available. The turbo engine trims all have 20-inch wheels. If you're looking for a more rugged Sorento, there is an X-Line trim featuring 20-inch dark gray wheels. It sits higher, getting an inch more ground clearance than the regular Sorento. We're test driving the top SX trim, which comes with extra features like rear combination LED lamps, automatic power folding side view mirrors, a panoramic sunroof, which is only available on the top 2 trims.
So Mitsubishi is now part of the Nissan-Renault Alliance, and this new Outlander is built on a shared platform with the Nissan Rogue. However, they've made it into a vehicle that looks their own. It is slightly wider and longer than the outgoing model. In fact, it's slightly longer and wider than the Nissan Rogue to make room for that 3rd row of seats. It comes standard with LED headlamps and 18-inch wheels. Now, the front of the vehicle, Mitsubishi calls the refined dynamic safety shield design. It blends the feeling of protection and performance. All trims but the base model get the panoramic sunroof, unlike Kia, where it's only available on the top 2 trims. So when the video on the Outlander dropped, it was really quite polarizing. I like the look of it, and some people thought it was ugly. I don't see it as ugly. I think it's dynamic looking.
Yeah, and I think it's quite unique in a market that is just so saturated with these type of vehicles. I think that Mitsubishi stands out. I think that people don't like the lights.
I think it looks fine. Now the Sorento, on the other hand, maybe does sort of blend in a little bit. Like we said, it has a domestic touch to it. It does look like it could have come from Detroit, but no, it comes from Korea. But it's pleasant looking.
It's pleasant looking, and like you said, it may not be a huge standout like this Outlander does because it is different looking, but I think both of them are nice looking vehicles.
So we still have lots to come in this comparison, fuel economy, pricing, our final thoughts, a whole bunch more. But we also ask you what you think. Andrea does this exact same comparison on Instagram a couple of days before this video drops. You can see what she does, lots of pictures, and asks questions, and then we read back a few of your comments. To follow along, it's Motormouth_Andrea. Let's get into the comments.
The Outlander, but the all-new PHEV for me.
I have to go with the new Sorento. It looks amazing and has an automatic transmission versus a CVT with the Mitsubishi. Also, there is no Mitsubishi dealerships located in my area. My sister-in-law has a Sorento and 2 of my cousins as well, and they've been great cars.
I would choose the Outlander. I'm utterly stunned at how far Mitsubishi has come right now. Don't care if it's a Nissan Rogue underneath, it's a new beginning for Mitsubishi.
I would probably go with the Kia Sorento for 2 reasons. One is the interior design looking nicer, and second, the captain's chairs are an awesome idea.
The Sorento comes with plenty of standard features, included heated front seats, 7-passenger seating, an 8-inch touchscreen, and Apple Carplay and Android Auto. The top 2 trims have a bigger 10.25-inch touchscreen and a 12.3-inch digital instrument cluster. It really does make the interior look more upscale with these larger screens.
Now the center console of the Kia is very well designed. Everything's at your fingertips, including leather-wrapped shifter. It is a similar style to the Telluride, giving it a real upscale and classy look, even though this isn't a luxury brand.
A heated steering wheel is available on all trims but the base model, driver's seat memory, air-cooled front seats, quilted leather seats, and remote folding second row are only on the top trim. Heated rear seats are available on the top 2 trims.
Now the Outlander also has plenty of standard features. You get an 8-inch touchscreen, a 7-inch information display, Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, 7-passenger seating, heated cloth front seats, and leather-wrapped steering wheel. All trims but the base model get a heated steering wheel and a hands-free power liftgate with adjustable height and wireless charging.
The bigger 9-inch touchscreen along with Android Auto and wireless Apple CarPlay is standard on the LE, SEL, and the top GT trims. On the top 3 trims, you get a 12.3-inch digital driver display, heated rear seats, and quilted leather seats, which really elevate this interior to look more like a luxury brand.
Now the instrument panel of both of these vehicles looks really good in a different way. Like the Outlander has this sort of more upscale, classy looking, almost luxury look.
Yes.
And then you look at the Sorento, it has this really sort of sporty, black, futuristic, they're both really nice.
They're both really nice, and what I'm impressed actually with both vehicles is the fit and finish of the interior and how they don't use a lot of hard plastic. Why can Mitsubishi and Kia use soft materials, but many luxury brands are getting into the hard plastic?
The second row of the Sorento, the captain's chairs slide and recline. There is plenty of legroom in the back seat. The third row, however, is tight and best for small children, which is pretty common in this class. Now the Kia comes with 6 and a 7-seat option, but 6 seats are only available with the turbo. I think this is a mistake. To get 7 seats and a larger engine would be a nice combination.
The Outlander seats can be flexibly arranged with multiple configurations to suit the number of passengers and their luggage. The second row seats have a sliding and reclining function as well as a 40-20-40 split division. The third row is much like the Kia. It's tiny and best suited for younger children. With all seats in use, the cargo space is also small, but I managed to get 4 large grocery bags in there.
These seats, the third rows, are really just there to use in a pinch. You got to take an extra kid to an event, you put them in the third row. Most people are going to drive with those seats down.
Yes.
So they get a useful cargo area, and it's really only on occasion. don't kid yourself. This is not going to be either of these vehicles are not going to be the ones you're going to have if you need to take a lot of people all the time.
Well, it would be absolutely impossible if you're going on a road trip and you have all 7 seats in use. I mean, I don't know how you can get creative to put things in the cargo area.
All you would be able to pack, Andrea, is a sandwich and a bikini, and there would be no more room.
And maybe a little bit of water, and that's it. We're done. There are plenty of trims to choose from on both of these vehicles. The Kia Sorento starts at just under $34,000, and it goes all the way up to $47,495 on the top trim.
The Outlander has a dizzying array of trims to choose from. It starts at just under $32,000. However, the top trim is less expensive than the Kia Sorento. It's just over $42,000.
When it comes to fuel economy, the Mitsubishi Outlander is the winner at 9.7 liters per 100 kilometers in the city, 7.9 on the highway. That's 24 miles per gallon city and 30 miles per gallon highway.
The Sorento 2.5-liter base engine gets 10.1 liters per 100 kilometers in the city and 9.2 on the highway. That's 23 miles per gallon city, 25 miles per gallon highway. The turbocharged engine actually isn't that bad. It's 11.1 liters per 100 kilometers in the city and actually better fuel economy on the highway at 8.4 liters per 100 kilometers. That's 21 miles per gallon in the city, 28 miles per gallon on the highway. So in the Canadian market, Kia is absolutely killing it. They're doing so well. Yeah. Lots of great new products. Mitsubishi in the Canadian market does well.
Yeah.
And a big part of it is because they come with a 10-year warranty for their vehicles. Of course, this Outlander is included in that, but Kia is not far behind.
No, Kia offers a 5-year warranty or 100,000 kilometers. I give both of these company props. They are very strong with the warranty, and I think that makes people feel more comfortable with buying their products as well.
Yeah, so these brands used to be looked at as kind of like value brands, but you can see with these new products, you look at the inside of the Sorento and then you look at the inside of the Outlander, it's like these aren't cheap and cheerful looking vehicles anymore. No. They look much better actually than many other brands.
I love it when companies think outside of the box and they create a small 7-seater that people can use in a pinch. I mean, I could have used one of these. Although Zach was saying no.
Yeah, I didn't want a 7-seater because I didn't want to always have to take someone else's kids to soccer practice. I was always like, figure out how to get your own kid to soccer practice. Anyway, it worked out for us.
Yeah.
But I can totally see for people who need to do some carpooling for kids.
Yeah.
And that's all these are for. These are just to take extra kids on occasion.
Yeah, or grandma and grandpa come along for the ride.
They're not
and you
putting
put
grandma
the kids
back
in
there.
The back.
All the kids go in the back.
Kids go in the back, Zach. We're not getting into the mother-in-law again.
All right, so these are both excellent brand new choices, a lot of warranty, and they did an excellent job on both of them. So make sure you subscribe. We drop these comparisons every single week.
Yeah.
Follow Andrea's Instagram. It's Motormouth_Andrea to make a comment on the video. And when will we see them, Andrea?
We'll see you again next week.